Back to the ground game. Edwards breaking free. Inside the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And it's tough when you've got two safeties high. That means you're light in the box. You don't have that extra player. So somebody up front.
Gus Edwards has some room and a first down. Edwards inside the 25.
Nick Scott makes another tackle, but a 17-yard run for Edwards.
Get caught thinking about what Lamar is going to do in the passing game. It opens up massive gaping holes for both of these running backs.
Patrick Ricard, the fullback in the game. The give to Edwards, trying to push forward, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. First touchdown of the season for Gus Edwards.
Jumbo packages. You got a fullback in Ricard who's 300 pounds. You throw in an extra tackle as the extra tight end here. They are loud now. They are awake and they're energized after that drive.
Gus Edwards on first down has some room. Look at Edwards go. Bulldozing his way to the 45-yard line.
Didn't have a running back rip off a 20-something-yard run as Gus Edwards just does here. He is a load. He ended up making business decisions back there, Dax Hill. But ultimately, this is how you wanted to start this such a critical drive for the Baltimore Ravens.
And they will run it with Gus. We went back and looked at the play. It was Quentin Nelson.
So that negates a long play. It's 1st and 20 now for Baltimore. Gus Edwards in the backfield. He'll get the call. Edwards remains upright. Lost his balance as he got hit around the ankles, but kept on moving.
Point that crossroads, we're seeing it with Lamar.
Yeah, here is Edwards, and that'll get the first down and then some. Big, still going is Edwards, my goodness.
Yeah, it's just really well blocked. You can see Ricard, 42. We saw him kind of a fullback tight end, had the big catch the last drive, but, you know, it's well blocked. They've brought Stanley, the left tackle. He's at right tight end.
Flip it to Edwards, in for the touchdown.
Ronnie Stanley, who's usually the left tackle, he's over here now playing on the right side at tight end. He makes the big block on Kaminsky.
This is the best that they have looked on offense, for sure. Here, just going to dump it off to Edwards. There's no one in front of him. Gus Edwards running away. Edwards, now one man to beat. Still going all the way down to the 10.
Off the end. Take a look at it again. It's clearly a pass.
Right.
He sees the unblocked guy, Jack Campbell, off the end, and he says, I'm just going to run the other way, and the running back's wide open.
I don't think I've ever seen a running back get a dump off at the 10-yard line and have...
Any chance they would reward the big fella?
Carter fullback leads the way for Edwards, who scoots in. Touchdown Ravens.
Watch Cam Thomas and Jalen Thompson from the outside. Two unblocked guys, and the Gus bus just runs right over him for a touchdown. Boy, that is impressive. But he is just smart. Unbalanced line. Ravens have three linemen to the left.
Run to the left. Edwards bounces outside, cuts it up, and darts in. Second rushing touchdown of the game for Gus Edwards.
Look at the three linemen to the left of the center, and then my guy Patrick Ricard is going to get an awesome block. He always, watch 42. Just moving the feet. He knocks him back into Buda Baker, the safety.
First and goal from the 1. Edwards. Second effort. Rolled shorts. No, a touchdown from the down judge. He says touchdown.
Take a look. Let's see if that ball crosses the plane. It's so hard to see with that mass of humanity in there. When is he down? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Before he was down, he reached that ball across.
First and goal. Up the middle and right in the end zone. Once again, it's Gus Edwards. He had 3 last week, and he's got 1 in the first half today.
You said it. You'll see Ricard just displacing Taylor on the right side and moving him all the way down. I mean, that was a huge hole to run through.
It's Gus Edwards territory. There he is, Edwards. Driving, in for the touchdown.
You called it, and you were dead right. He is long, He keeps those legs turning, and boy, the easiest way, give this guy the ball, and he'll find that hole. It's not like everything's wide open. He's just got that body lean.
But still only lost 3 points out of that, as Edwards makes a nice cut. Good wiggle. And still on his feet. With a stiff arm and still going. Oh, what a run by Gus Edwards. He stuck that hand right into the helmet of Mafe. The third quarter.
I want you to watch this right here. The left guard and left tackle do a great job on this play as well. Wow, and right there, and the speed we talked about earlier, runs away from the defense, but the power.
On second and goal, it's Edwards, touchdown.
Okay, this is the jumbo personnel that we talked about. Watch Cleveland. He's going up and just gets everybody out of the way.
5 runs, 3 passes. Little flip here. Edwards looks for room. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Gus Edwards. When the Bengals come out on the field.
And they just get out in front of a few big polling linemen. Well, it's fun to watch Tyler Linderbaum, the center, really athletic, undersized, but has leverage, as a former wrestler. You see 78 getting out there as well. It's a lead play, able to get north and south and punch it in to finish that drive off. Bengals defense getting sideline to sideline there, and good job of just finding that crease and getting behind those linemen for that touchdown.
So the Ravens now from the 25-yard line. Give it to Edwards. Nice move. Cuts it back. And again.
On the outside stretch play. Watch this block on the backside by Ricard. 300-pound fullback. And just a vision. You know, you look at Edwards, you think he's power. You know, you lose J.K. Dobbins, who's a great back, again, to the Achilles. And Edwards brings power, but as you see there, he brings vision and quickness.
First down goal. Play clock at 1. They get it off. And into the end zone goes Edwards for the touchdown. Under John Harbaugh. 34-13.
Now they try to punch it in. Gus Edwards the back. And walks into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Another of the many quarterback running milestones he's already achieved, with more to come. There goes Gus Edwards on the run, carries Jenkins to the 5.
The other part of it. So they're going to hand it off here. They're going to lead there. But the problem is, you just saw Lamar Jackson run it down the field. So now half of your defense has to pay attention to Lamar going the other direction. So you get frozen, to go back to the movie. You get frozen there, and there's nothing that you can do. You have to defend.
Edwards has been the guy down here. Gets it and gets it. Touchdown Ravens. Number 12 on the year for Gus Edwards.
Well, they go with Ricard in the backfield, and there's Likely. And Likely's the one who gets just enough. We talk about what he's been able to do as a receiver. He gets just enough of Warner, and then Greenlaw not able to fill it. So pretty good execution in Ricard.
Jackson. He's got Edwards. And Gus Edwards off to the races. Warner is there and able to bring him down inside the 5.
Well, watch Gus Edwards, 35, after the play fake. He's kind of helping out in protection. And then as Jackson leaves the pocket, he just gives him a place to go with the football. Just an outstanding performance against a really good defensive unit.
Here's Gus Edwards picking up a first down. The clock continues to run.
Look, my check isn't predetermined. I can get anywhere with this offense. He trusts me.
Right now the running game is working. The Gus bus into Miami territory. Miami.
So watch now. Always keep an eye on 42. They use him now as an extra tight end on the wing, and look at him just take and drive block on the edge so that Van Ginkel, number 43, can't hold the point of attack on.
Call stands. First and goal. Edwards into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is an offensive line that loves this type of ball. Here comes Simpson, 76. Ricard, 42, coming in motion and blocking. He may be listed as a fullback, but he's another offensive guard. And Simpson does a nice job coming around and taking on the defender in the hole. And Gus Edwards for a goal line play.
Picked up from Seattle in the offseason. Edwards through a crease, makes a cut. And Gus, the bus, rolls down inside the 25 from nowhere. This Ravens offense has come to life.
You got the pullers coming to the right, and you see him there kicking out on T.J. Watt, and then Gus Edwards just absolutely goes to work. Just looking at him weaving on a bad track through traffic. And I'll tell you what, Gus Edwards.
Last week against Buffalo. On first down, Gus Edwards has a big one. Running through tackles before Reed ends it.
I want you to watch these three guys right here. They're going to displace. This is a huge point of emphasis for the Chiefs. You've got to take on and not get pushed out of position. But the Ravens are outstanding at taking a double team on one player and displacing him, which means moving him.